as I said, we're going to be putting together 10 SIPs, self irrigated planters, correct?
Yes, correct.
Hey, welcome back to Shelly's Homestead Hideaway. It's windy out here. I wanted to make sure my phone wasn't going to fall off, but I wanted to capture my guest today. She just went out to the car to get the perlite, because we are going to be putting together some SIPs, some self-irrigated planters. Excuse me. Oh, so rude. But Miss Jacqueline, host of 4 Seasons YouTube channel, is here with me. I thought she was getting ready to come through the door. So let me go check on her and I'll be right back. Okay. You need help? I got video on. She bringing the good stuff. That is a huge bag of perlite. Yes! Welcome to Shelly's Homestead Hideaway, Jacqueline. And she brought me some container. Oh, she brought more than I asked for. Did I ask for all of these?
Oh, no, I brought you.
Hey, as I said, we're going to be putting together 10 SIPs, self-irrigated planters, correct?
Yes, correct. 2 more than you asked for.
Thank you.
Above all that we asked for, things.
I will be using. Yes. These are amazing.
Aren't they? I told you.
Okay, so today, Jacqueline encouraged me to get them. So as a help concession, I don't know what you want to call it. She said, if you get them, I'll come help you put them together.
Exactly.
So she has instructed me on everything that we need, which includes perlite.
Yes.
Over here we have peat moss. Oh snap!
She
I'm
needs
supposed
to
to
get
get
dolomite.
another one, right?
Well, we'll start with that.
Okay.
We'll get started with that.
It's up the street.
Yep. And then perlite. We'll need some perlite, and she has that too.
The vermiculite.
Vermiculite.
Right over there.
Yep. Vermiculite.
And we've got the dolomite. Dolomite we have.
And she has
And
her
here
fertilizer.
here comes the hired help.
Yes, here comes the help.
Hi everybody. I'm just glad to be here.
So
you said you're the hired
little
help
bunny
now.
start watching little videos and all this kind of thing. And next thing you know, I went from being the major to being corporal. I got demoted 2 ranks.
2 ranks.
Shelly's the major. I'm the
Okay.
corporal. So I'm just the help.
You're just a help. Okay.
And so I'm gonna wait for now that I brought you up to speed. I'm just waiting for my instructions. What do you need me to do?
I like this. I like this.
You live, put me on the spot.
That's the hired help.
Yes.
AKA
But
my
you need
husband.
muscles.
Well,
Yes,
We need
yes.
muscles.
So what else? We need the dolomite, which is in the garage, and we also need all-purpose fertilizer, which is in the garage also. So we can just go ahead, gather all the things, bring them out here, and figure out how we're gonna put all this stuff together in bulk. You have an idea already?
Yeah, if you're gonna have a big container, we're gonna break it down, and then we're gonna figure it out. We got this.
Carry along. Come along with us.
Come along with
Let's
us.
go.
Let's get the containers.
All right, this is the first 5 of 10. We're gonna go here.
Okay, let's do it here.
We're gonna bring them all out. This is a lot of work, y'all. this box is another box of vermiculite.
All right.
So the
cool.
first box is almost gone.
All right, cool. Gonna bring up my recipe for the mix.
Should we use the barrel? Let me find it.
I find the barrel.
Oh, it's over here.
Recipe. So when I say recipe, I have a special container recipe, but it's the same one that's on the instructions, and we'll show you that when we pull open the boxes. They give you an instruction. But the mix that I use.
Let me come over there because they're not seeing you.
Oh.
It is literally following me, honey.
It is following you.
It is.
That thing
This
is so smart.
So cool.
Wow, look how smart that is. Okay, I need that for mine. Okay, so we're going to talk about that afterwards.
Okay.
All right, because that's pretty cool.
That is amazing.
That's AI, like, on top of it here. I like that. All right, so I said, well, follow the instructions, but it's pretty much the same instructions. So it's 70% peat, 20% vermiculite, 10% perlite, and then 2 cups of dolomite for the containers, and then 3 cups of organic fertilizer. And this is how I do 70%. So where's those containers I just got? Here, I'll show you. I use 7 of these, then I'll do 2 of these of vermiculite, and then 1 of this of perlite, mix it all together in 1 big cup container, and then I just fill up my containers. I make it nice and simple, nothing hard, nothing extravagant, but 70, 20, 10, even if you use a little container. 70, 20, 10. No matter what container, that's going to be the formula used every single time.
So are we going to mix in the container, or are we going to mix separately?
And separately and fill in the containers.
Okay, so
Woo,
let's show
these
them.
containers look awesome. Look at that.
Got it.
Yeah, I got it. So these are the City Pickers by EMSCO. At this time of the year, she might water once a week.
Oh, really?
And so, yeah. And the reason it's a self-watering is because we're going to put the soil here on top, and you see these corners? We're going to make sure we pack the soil in these corners. As we pack the soil in these corners, the water will wick up, and the plant will know exactly how much water. She doesn't have to figure out how much water it needs. The plant's smart enough to know how much water it needs.
Oh, so
And
that's
then-
why they emphasize packing the corners, because I've watched a few videos and people always talk about packing the corners. I'm like, what is it with the corners?
Yes, you gotta pack the corners, so that's where it's gonna wick up. You see these
Okay.
slats right here?
Yep.
Allows that water to now wick up to the top. This is gonna be your watering tube in this corner because it's a little perfect circle here. And so we're gonna get her to get us some cutters. And it's 2.5 gallons of water, so it's a lot of water in here. So in the summertime, she can water once a day. She'll come through with her hose, fill it up, or if she wants to set it up with automatic watering, Shelly will be able to do that as well. There we go. Instructions, things that women do, that men don't, but we're women, so we follow instructions. And it has a really nice guide on here. I'll bring it up to the camera so you can kind of see it. It tells you exactly how many plants to plant per container. It's super easy. She can actually do 10 bush beans on one of these things. Can you imagine 10 growing out of here? Like, the amount of food that you can grow in a self-watering container is exponential compared to growing it in your ground, because you're giving it everything it needs. You're giving it perfect soil. You're giving it all the fertilizer it needs, all the love it needs, the perfect pH it needs. So this is why I grow in containers, and I tell everybody to grow in containers.
All right now.
So-
I think she done converted me. So I wanted to show you guys, it comes with wheels so you can roll them. However, I will not be using wheels because I'm going to have mine down on the grassy surface. So I'll just be putting these aside for later. This is, did you already show them this?
Yep.
This is the water tube that Jacqueline was talking about. It goes right on the side.
Right here.
I am so excited.
And that's a cover so she doesn't have to weed. So she'll put that cover on there. She'll cut however many holes that she's gonna put, and she never ever has to weed. If it rains, the water still goes through it. You can see her through it. So it's water permeable. So
hallelujah.
Yep. So it is amazing.
That is awesome.
So
All right.
Get rid of all the stickers.
Okay. So do we have anything else we want to share real quick while I empty out the wheelbarrow?
Yes, you'll need to empty out the wheelbarrow.
Let me see if it'll stay with you.
No, you can take it with you.
She said, take you with me. Oh, Jacqueline, I have to show you my beets and things over here.
Wow, you got your cool season crops in. That is amazing,
We'll
lady.
see what happened. I have not really been successful. I do have some soil in here, and I'm about to figure out what I'm gonna do with it. I think I'm gonna just empty it in this.
What is it though?
Soil.
What type of soil? Is it sphagnum peat moss?
No, potting mix, and
That's gonna be fine if you want to still use it, unless you want to use it somewhere else.
You sure?
Yeah, you can use this. Your potting
okay.
mix is
I'm
perfect in
doing
these.
stuff by the book with you.
Yeah,
so
no, you
if
can
it
a potty
works-
mix. So that's something we could talk about. Versus potty mix versus mixing, right?
How about we bring?
You
I
want to
can
do it?
rinse it off.
You want to do it out in the grass?
No,
So we don't have to rinse off your pretty deck here.
It's just water.
It's just water.
It's
Just water and soil.
Just
Just water and
water it
soil.
down.
She said it's just water and soil.
Oh, by the way, make sure you connect with your local gardeners. There was a post on one of the local gardening Facebook groups who posted she had extra seedlings, cucumber seedlings, and I went to her house today and picked up these lovely, lovely cucumber seedlings. So I've got these two and 4 more in here. So a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This one has so many. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20,
Wow.
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I think it's 29, possibly 30 if I miscounted. So I'm going to be sharing some of these with Jacqueline and any of my other gardening friends who are local to this area. All right. So what we doing?
I went ahead and unboxed another one.
Okay.
Guess we could start stacking all these up in one spot.
We can, if we
With a bunch of papers.
take the vermiculite out of this box because it's almost empty, we can just start putting some trash
Trash
in
in there.
Yeah.
Start stacking. I just kind of been throwing the trash back in the box too.
I guess probably what we'll do is move these down where we want them, and we mix the soil and put them in there down there instead of having to.
To cart them, yeah, heavy. Yeah, exactly. We don't want to have to cart them around.
This is a bag of vermiculite. I forget how many pounds it is that I got last year.
it's probably another 4 cubic feet. That's how they normally come.
It's 18 pounds
18 pounds.
of vermiculite. This is literally the second bag of vermiculite that I will have gone through in the course of all of my beds and things.
Wow.
And so this will be the third one. So you can put trash right in here, Jacqueline.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Oops, I tore it.
That's okay.
We got plenty.
We got plenty. We got plenty of instructions. So, when Shelly was looking at these, you can buy these at Lowe's or Home Depot for $40 a piece. When I bought them 10, 12 years ago, when I made an investment, it is an investment. I tell somebody it's not something that's cheap, but it's an investment. I've had mine for 10, 12 years and they're still going. They're still they're good as the first day I bought them. But we went online and she ended up finding them for $30. And so she bought 10 of them.
By she means her, because she did the research and found them. I was oh so grateful because they were $30 when I first started looking at them. And then after one of our live chats, I went and looked for them. I was like, you know what, just go ahead and buy them. And they were up to $49.99.
Woo! Yeah.
And so the next day, Jacqueline sent me a link for a company I had never heard of. And they had them for $29.99. So I immediately
Ordered them.
Okay, so where are you putting wheels? Did you have?
I put wheels up here since we're not going to use them.
Okay.
And then I left those inside since we're going to use them. And that is box number 1.
All right. So we can go ahead and haul these down to where they're going to be.
Okay.
I can.
You get 2 and I get 3.
Okay. We're gonna take you guys along with us.
Shelly was smart. She stacked them up. I've got them all cockeyed.
And they may get moved eventually, but at least for now, they'll be down here in the main gardening area. I'm going to flip the camera. Oh, look, y'all, the helper's back there.
Help us clean
He's such a good helper. I'm gonna have to make sure I pay him real well.
Yeah.
I think this time it is set in a stationary. Yeah. Some scissors.
Box cutters. We'll get some of it out of here.
Got my hands in the dirt.
Yes. Soil. Dirt's on the bottom of your feet.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
sooky
soil.
down.
So this is compressed, as you can tell. So we're breaking it up. She's gonna break it up.
Because it is really compressed.
It is compressed. So we get a lot of soil in these containers.
We might have to send the help to get the other one. Get it, girl. gonna put in here. Stay on. I just sweaty.
It's so warm out here. Mine too. Alrighty, that's good enough to get us going.
That actually does.
Doesn't that good? It looks beautiful. So all her little plants are just gonna be so happy. Notice how dry it is. So we're gonna have to make sure we wet it down.
Well, you know, while it's dry, it's not dry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a little bit of. So we're gonna mix in what she already had in here. Oh, I was talking about potting mix. So potting mix is, it's different types of pea or core, and then they'll normally add in some perlite, some vermiculite as well, but not as much as we're going to put in because we want to make sure that this stays nice and moist for our little plants. So we're going to get Shelly to bring us some water because we don't want it to be dry when we put it into the container. We want to get a good moist medium, and then we'll start measuring from a moist standpoint of view. And then we'll do our 70. Remember we said 70, 20, 10. So wanted to get it all broke up. Notice how the water's pooling on the top because we got to give it time for it to absorb the water.
This is like making a cake.
Brownie. It's gonna need a lot more, but you can see the water now being just absorbed. And you've heard different gardeners say you don't want it to be where it's
wet,
but you should be able to squeeze and just get a little bit of water out of it. So that's what we're working on to get it to that point.
And take these off.
And we're actually not in the sun. We're actually in a good shaded spot. So that should tell you how warm it is out here. But unfortunately, I couldn't come out first thing this morning. You notice I'm wearing my Master Gardener shirt. I live in Fauquier County and we have a farm there. And this morning, they planted over 5,000 lettuce seedlings and bok choy. 5,000. I did 250 myself this morning. So
that is impressive.
Yeah, so we talked about lettuce. Like lettuce is such an easy vegetable to grow. And it's a cool season, so you need to plant it out now. It does not like the summer. It does not like the heat. So we're always going to plant lettuce now this time of the year. And there's head lettuce. There is bib lettuce. There's romaine lettuce. All right, let's see if we can get from the bottom up, and I think we might have enough water now.
What's so hilarious about this is those in my garden circle know I don't really like to have my hands heavily in the soil.
That's why she has me here, putting my hands heavily into the soil.
I mean, I do it, but not at the level they be doing it. I'm like, oh, they is
in your soul.
Yeah, it's down here.
It's down there in your soul. go, Shelly.
I'm gonna have to clean everything up.
I feel some pockets of water in the bottom. I'm starting from the bottom and flipping it up now. Oops. Let me get some on the patio. There's some dry spots. More pockets on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Let's get the pockets out.
If we need some more.
We'll be fine there.
Looking good.
Looks beautiful. So see, we can squeeze and it's just barely squeezing out. So this is what we want right there. This is perfect.
So we get it wet
Yes.
before we start mixing in
Yes.
the other
stuff.
ingredients.
for our garden brownie.
Awesome.
This is beautiful. All right,
What's next?
what we're gonna mix into? We need to do our recipe now. Our 70-20-10.
Oh, that's a good question.
That blue bucket you have right there, is it empty?
Which blue bucket?
That one right there.
It is.
All right, that'd be perfect.
Good eyes, girl.
Good. Hey, if I need something for gardening, I will find it. So I'm gonna tell you 70-20.
We're gonna clear out the cobweb that's in here.
Clear out the cobweb.
It's been sitting upside down on the patio. And I also have that. Okay.
So, one. You want to get this, they're all the same size. We'll count together and we'll work on it together. 2.
Not packing it.
Okay. 3, 4. Well, I guess I am packing it. I am tapping it down. Yeah.
but
Not
not
pack. Yeah. 5, 6. One more, Miss Shelley.
A little dry
No,
area
dry
there.
area, that's okay.
7.
7.
So 7 parts of soil.
The soil, and now she's gonna get the same bucket, and now she's gonna put 2 parts of vermiculite.
Okay, let's see if we have that in what's left in here.
That's up in there. So grab that same bucket or different bucket. And some people since we're working outside, it's not too bad. But if you're like really concerned, you can wear a mask because it is a little dusty. How about that? In there?
Yeah,
in our mix.
I was just showing.
Oh, she's showing you. Sorry.
So that's 1.
That's 1.
And we definitely got 2 in here.
You got 2. Awesome. Good.
And I also just turn my face away from it because I'm working in the bag, so the dust don't really get me. And here's 2. And are we doing 3 or just 2?
2, and then 1 of the perlite.
Okay.
And perlite helps with absorption of water, and vermiculite helps with the drainage.
behind you.
Well, you need the same amount.
I don't
So
know.
you
I'm
want to
gonna
get a clean
scoop
one?
it in.
Oh, you want to scoop? Gotcha. I'm on the same page with you now.
Yeah.
Look at that. Perfect size, too. There we go. It is a. It
So
is a.
3?
That's it.
I mean, what?
One.
Woo!
Yeah, that's why I say sometimes you need to wear a
This
mask.
is dustier than
Yes.
the vermiculite.
Very much.
Okay. And now what?
Mix it up.
Where's the?
Where's your?
Use your
trowel?
hand.
Our trowel.
Hand is gonna do it just fine.
That looks amazing.
It does. Oh yeah. You know what? Since I've been doing my own seedling mix, there's something about mixing soil
It
that
does.
is actually pretty awesome.
It is.
Trying to make sure I get to the bottom here.
That looks amazing.
Oh.
Look at those corners. Or I should say curves. It is a round container, right?
Right.
So this is a messy job, but once it's done, this is about as messy as it gets.
It is a lot of work
Yeah, it is a lot
when
of
you're
work.
doing this many.
You will lose some weight.
Well, that I can afford to lose.
We both can. All right, so you can take that and dump that into your first container. You want to take the camera down there and put one in, so you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't even laid them out yet.
Oh yeah, you want to go lay them out first?
Yes.
I'll carry this
You want to carry
while
that?
you get the camera.
Let me rinse my hands
I'll
off.
rinse your hands off. Yeah, Miss Press doesn't do dirt a lot, as she's told you.
Don't judge me. We're in a judgment-free zone. All right, here we go. And I don't know where I'm going to set this up at so you guys can see what we are doing. Let me see. Yep. All right.
All right.
So we're going to set up. Let's see if we can lay these out.
Yes, where are you going to put them?
I will probably
We'll level.
reposition these.
Yeah, and level them out a little just so the water's not running all to one area either as well.
Yeah, see, these on the hill.
Hill. So she'll play around with it.
Because how much would that impact them?
Well, you want to make sure probably to make sure your water runs. You're going to do it that way probably. Oh, so it never will overfill. See these little holes right here? So this is as much water will ever be in these containers. So it will overflow. So, but we want to make sure that she has it as even as possible for whatever plants that she puts in here.
So we may have to support those up
Yeah,
to
she might have
level
to
them
just
out with
level
some
out.
bricks or whatever.
Whatever. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
That'll be easy enough to do.
Yeah. And this is the reason why we're not putting the wheels on them.
Exactly.
All right, where's the cover for this one?
It's back there. I'll go grab it. Or I brought it down. That was still up there.
Okay, no worries.
But
We'll just take this one out for now.
take that off for now. You want to make sure that your watering hose is in there. Yep, that's the corner. Yep, the little curvy corner. Yep,
It just sits here.
And it sits there right in there.
Okay.
And that, see, there's a little slant right here.
Mm-hmm.
That allows for it to
Gotcha.
water intake. Alrighty.
Okay, okay.
Alrighty, where's the soil?
So, yeah.
Alrighty, so
Let's tag team it. Let's
All right.
just dump it.
let's just dump it. She's just dump
Which
it.
way?
Right in there.
All right? So then we gotta pack it in.
Pack the corners down. Yep, she's gonna get everything out.
All right. So we're gonna pack down in the corner.
Just in the corners. You don't want everything else packed in, just the corners. So move your soil around. Pack in the corners. There's 3 corners.
That good?
Yep, you're doing phenomenal, lady.
Hey!
She's got this down already. First try.
Now, do I need to pack it up high?
So no,
or just in that one corner?
Just those corners.
Okay.
That's it, and then you just level it out.
Girl, you got that mixed down to a
Yes,
science. It is perfect.
Isn't it?
There's-
I didn't cheat. I just followed the instructions.
Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Inside of the container, there's this line that goes all the way around. The soil that we just put in this one right here literally sits right at this level. So she know what she's talking about.
So we're at the point now that we'll still put a little bit more in here, and we bring it up to the level, like all to the top, and then whatever she's going to plant in here. I don't know if she's going to plant anything in here today, but there is, once she gets it leveled in, she'll put a furrow in.
Oh, right.
Right through the middle, wherever she's gonna, if she's doing like 3 rows, she'll do 2 rows, and then in those furrows, she'll put her fertilizer in the furrows. We don't want the fertilizer touching the plants itself, so we're gonna put them in furrows. Yes, I love playing with this one.
Down there.
You're coming down here?
Yeah.
What are you coming down here with?
Everything.
Oh, we're gonna mix down here?
Yeah.
I like that better. Here, I'll come help you bring stuff.
This will also put us a little bit more in the shade.
It will.
Perfect.
Perfect. We have our,
And what else do we need?
we have our, I think we're good now.
Water. Oh, no, we don't need water.
We don't need water. We already got this. Yeah, we just need to start putting in that bucket and mixing.
Let me get the other container. They'll go a little faster halfway down there.
So here's her other bag of vermiculite. So we'll go through about a quarter of this bag today. And as long as you keep it in a garage away from water, these things will last for years. So if you're like a smaller gardener, and you're amending your soil every year, adding vermiculite, adding your perlite, just keep it in a nice dry area, garage, your shed, inside your house, wherever you're keeping it, keep it dry, it'll last for years. All right, that's the one that's take the stickers off the front of those. I just noticed that it's got stickers on the front. So, so as it gets heated during the summer, it doesn't leave that white pasty look on the containers.
You ready down there, babe?
Yes. Happy worker.
How many kohlrabi do you think could fit? Maybe we can at least plant the kohlrabi today.
These are not coming back for nothing, right? Whatever these are, I forget what these are.
No, those were pepper plants.
Okay.
You on the instructions to see if it has kohlrabi on there.
Oh, okay.
And it'll tell you how many, and if not, we'll figure it out. All right, so you guys saw me cheat. Since this container is big enough to do a double batch, and we have all these to do, we're gonna actually do a double batch for this one. We have more than enough room in that container to do a double batch. We'll have Shelly bring the scoop with her when she comes back. Yes, it's a messy job, but all this cleans up. Bring the scoop with you, Miss Shelly.
Bring the what?
The scoop.
Okay.
For the perlite. And a scissors probably to open up the vermiculite. Unless you just want to rip it, but I don't think you do. So when I bought this bag of perlite, it's $42 for this big bag of perlite. You can go to Home Depot and Lowe's and buy an 8-quart bag, and it's like $10–15. So it's worth it if you're going to be doing long-term home gardening. Buy the big bag. I bought this from our local co-op. Brought it up since I'm in Virginia. Brought it up to Miss for her garden, and this will last her for quite a few years. But as you saw, you've seen her videos, she's got lots of pots that she's going to need to amend this year, so she'll need to put lots of perlite, and that, like I said, it helps with the moisture retention in your pots, because remember, we're not in the ground, so we have to keep our plants happy, so that perlite works really well for that.
Why the first one tear easy and this one not so easy?
Not so easy. Remember, I told you I'm cheating. I'm doing a double batch.
Oh, I was wondering. I was like, that looked like a whole lot
more than earlier. Your container was big enough for a double batch. I was like, let's do double the amount. I should have brought my mask.
I can get you one.
I think we might want to do that. If nothing else from COVID, masks have been amazing in the garden. Like, if you have allergies,
Like me.
wear a mask while you're cutting the grass. It takes it down exponentially that you're not hacking and coughing and everything else just by wearing a mask. You might be hot for a little bit, but it's worth it.
Okay.
You're about to be hacking and coughing right now.
Let me get your mask. Let me get the. We're still going. Got a little battery, but guess what? I stay prepared. Got the portable battery. Yep, it still got some juice. Now I'm gonna have to take my watch off to get down in this bucket.
Yeah, you will. All right there, ladybug.
All right, I'm about to dig in.
She's about to dig in. While she's digging in, our container's almost empty here of this peat moss. So I'm gonna go grab that bag and start us another batch. I'm getting it wet here.